Magagnini is a senior writer for the Sacramento Bee, where he's a featured writer for ethnic affairs, for race relations, and for immigration. Please join me in welcoming Steve Magagnini.
Well, welcome to my team, and I'm on your team. And this is the land of the free and the home of the brave. And I write about immigrants, so you guys are putting food on my table. So thank you very much. You probably heard of the young bodybuilder from Austria who came to this country. He became governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You probably heard of the son of a Kenyan student who went on to become president of the United States, Barack Obama. And parallels that a little bit. My mother was the daughter of an immigrant who came to Lithuania to El Salvador at about the age of 13. And she worked in underwear factories in the Lower East Side of New York her whole life. And she was the one who helped my family buy their first home. Now, my mother did African jazz dance. She dated Hungarians and Norwegians, and she decided to go and have an adventure. And so she went to Rome, Italy. And there she met a young Italian medical student. And they fell in love, but they couldn't get married in Italy in the 1950s because of religious reasons. So she came to this country, and she had me, and about a month later, my father arrived, Antonio Magagnini. He arrived with about $200 in his pocket. He did have a medical degree. He went on to become a chief resident, became an obstetrician gynecologist. He delivered 7,000 babies, and he saved many lives. And so he gave me all the foundation I needed to succeed in this country. And I know you are going to give your children the foundation that they need to succeed in this country. And I want to tell you about some of the people that I write about. And yes, I know you've been through some hardships. I'm looking here at a story I did about Matilde who came from Rwanda. And she went to teach history at the Social College of Sacramento. And in her first week of teaching history, she learned that her entire family had been butchered in the genocide that has come to the world. She quit? No, she did not quit. What she did while teaching 5 classes a year, she created a nonprofit, Friends of Rwanda Association, and she established a school for Rwanda social workers, and she helped rescue dozens of orphans. I'll tell you another story, another immigrant, Tim Doe from Vietnam. Tim saw his uncle and aunt butchered by the communists in Vietnam. And nobody knew how to drive the boat, he had to drive the boat. At one point, it capsized in a storm. 60 people overboard. He and his crew jumped off that boat, and they swam, rescued the people that fell overboard, and got them to shore. Tim Doe did not speak much English, he learned it. And I wrote down what his day was like. He'd get up at 3 a.m. to deliver newspapers. And at 6 a.m. he'd go home and take a shower. He'd go to his house to learn English. And then he'd go home, and then he'd go to high school at night. And he would sleep on couches, he slept on boats, he learned how to fix engines. He ended up working in a food truck. And he ended up buying a food truck. And he bought a depot for all the food trucks in Sacramento. And he became a millionaire. And what did he do with his money? He built a Vietnamese community center that he built himself for the community. And I know there are stories like that in this room. There is a dear friend of mine from Malaysia who's videotaping this. She started out as a salad girl in the state capitol. She became an assistant principal at Miramar High School and a deputy superintendent in the Gulf School District. And so, one thing I know about you is that don't quit. Immigrants don't give up, because this still is a meritocracy in this country, and hard work will pay off in this country. Now, cherish where you came from. Don't forget your roots, because that's what makes this country so rich. My name is Magagnini, and yes, I still live with weed. And you make my Italian grandmother's pasta sauce, and I do speak Italian. So, of course, learn English, and of course, contribute to this country. But bring to the table some of where you came from. The last thing I'm going to say, really, is always have a chance to reinvent yourself in this country. And one of my models is, the harder you work, the luckier you get. And that is really true. The harder you work, the luckier you get. And those of you that have gotten this far are among the best of the best. And I'm proud to be in the same country with you and to share